Chicago leading. LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Dellavedova. In shot opportunity. And LeBron with the layup. LeBron's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Cavs. Rose dishes to Dunlap. Count the bucket.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Cavaliers shooting 41% for the game. Irving again. Rose. Pass to Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. Off the screen. In the put and throws it down home. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. So the lead has now changed hands 5 times. Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup. Often you can learn more about a team when they are unhealthy versus when they're at full strength. And last year, I thought the Bulls showed they are not and have never been a one-man show. It's all about everybody contributing for them.
Smith checked in for the Cavaliers. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Into Noah. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, and great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand. Clark, he went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man he worked with and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing with him.
I agree.
Kevin Love's checked in for Thompson. The kick out to Irving. That 3 off the mark. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Dunleavy. Uses both hands to slam it down. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides. Well, Thompson is ambidextrous. He throws a baseball right and he rights with his left. And you got to give him credit for taking a chance with a whole new method of shooting, and it's paying dividends. Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
Butler goes in. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 23 points for Butler.
And Thompson prone to getting the shot blocked inside despite his length and athleticism. Being ambidextrous, you would think that he at some point developed that ability to be a better finisher inside with either hand. We'll see.
And the Cavaliers call time here. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. McDermott comes in for Pau Gasol. And Tony Snell subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know he can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Here's Thompson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. And at Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, what's that, 7 lead changes already here? So, this is a great matchup, guys. Two competitive teams going at it.
Went for the two-hander on that side. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 11 points, a couple of nice steals, too. Whether it's making a tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
Well, he's had a great feel for the game today, for his teammates, for the situation, for his opponents. I mean, he knows what's going on out there.
Here's Rose. And he takes that one up and powers it through. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
No one here. James as he lets it go. Again, James missing. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Gibson passes to Dunleavy. And there's the call on James. Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Saul comes in for McDermott. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Tony Snell. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. From downtown. Cleveland's gone into a fight from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. A drive by Shumpert. He dishes it to James. Thompson passes to Villanova. Off target from downtown. And here is Butler. Here's Rose. No good. Time expires and we're going to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Start of overtime just upon us as they get ready for the jump ball. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in the small forward position. Here's Gasol. They shoot again. And there's a whistle. It's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's his 5th foul. Now here's Rose. This is to Dunleavy. This one for 3. And he gets it to go. Dunleavy's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Bulls. The drive by James. That's good.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Butler on the way. No one near him. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 25 points for Butler. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure good, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Irving kicks to Love. On the 3 off target.
Well, they've had the advantage on in rebounding all night. None bigger than the one right there.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Irving dishes to Smith. From deep 3-point range. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Gasol's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. From past the arc. Here's Gasol. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Gasol's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Love the pass to Smith. The tray. It's hauled in by Noah.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on the line as he was.
Well, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decide on first point just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
And it's Rose penetrating. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. LeBron with another miss. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Bulls have gone a shade under 50% from the floor here in overtime. And they've hit 3 of 7. Count it!
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about. Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And he does get the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 5. 11 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. What do you think, guys?
And obviously time is the big factor here because they need to get points fast and then go for the steal, and if not, a quick foul.
Hard as it is, you just have to hope the guy you send to the line doesn't convert.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so he'll head to the free throw line for 2. And drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, but they pulled away at the end.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.